Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make prawn tacos. They're super delicious and easy to make. I buy crunchy taco shells and I make a spiced prawn filling and homemade guacamole. It's such a great weeknight supper because it really doesn't take long at all but feels like a real treat. It's also great for when you have guests over because you can put the bowls of the different dips on the table and let everyone assemble their own tacos. So to start with, I'm going to chop 1 shallot and 3 cloves of garlic. So we're now going to saute the onions with a little bit of olive oil and then we'll add the garlic. So we want to soften the onions first. So adding a pinch of salt helps the onion to not burn. So whilst the onions are sauteing, I'm just going to chop up 5 baby tomatoes into little pieces, and then I'm going to chop the prawns into bite-sized chunks. So for the filling, you want everything to be reasonably small because you want it to mix nicely together, and then you can really pack the filling into the tacos. And the onions will take about 3 minutes on a low to medium heat just to soften before we add the garlic. So I've already deveined these prawns. And I'm now going to chop them into bite-sized pieces. It's really important that you do devein them because you don't want any of the kind of blacky brown stuff in your tacos. And I just put these with a bit of olive oil, a pinch of salt and pepper in the fridge. So they're nice and soft. And I like to chop them into each prawn into about 4 pieces, maybe 5, just so that you can get good mouthfuls in the tacos. And you can use black beans instead of prawns if you're avoiding prawns or if you don't eat prawns. I've made them with black beans as well and they're really delicious. So the onions are nice and soft now, so it's time to add the garlic. And it's really important that you don't add the garlic at the beginning because you don't want it to burn. You just want everything to soften. And then once we add the prawns, we'll whack up the heat so that they get nice and caramelized. So just cook all of this together for another minute or so. So the onions and garlic are beginning to turn golden, so now it's time to add the prawns. So I've turned up the heat a bit, because we want these prawns to get nice and caramelized. And I'm gonna add a pinch of cayenne pepper, about half a teaspoon, and half a teaspoon of cumin. It depends how spicy you like it. You can add some chili flakes as well if you want it extra spicy. And you want the prawns to be in an even layer so that they get really nice and caramelized in the pan. And once they start turning pink, we're gonna add a splash of soy sauce and a drizzle of honey just to help with the caramelization. It smells absolutely incredible. So the prawns are turning pink. So now it's time to add a splash of soy sauce and a bit of honey. You also want to add a little bit more salt and pepper at this point. Give everything a good stir, and then we're gonna add some chopped tomatoes as well. So the prawn mixture is almost ready now. We just need the tomatoes to soften a little bit and get a bit more extra caramelization on the prawns. But as you can see, the prawns are nice and pink and they're slightly golden, and the onions and garlic have softened down and started to caramelize. Okay, so the prawn mixture is now ready, and you can see the prawns are beautifully pink and golden, and your kitchen will smell absolutely incredible at this point. So now it's time to assemble the tacos. So I actually made some guacamole yesterday, which I'm going to use today for the tacos. And I made this using 2 avocados, which I diced up. Then I added half a jalapeno, which was finely chopped, 4 to 5 cherry tomatoes, also finely chopped, the juice of half a lime, and a big pinch of salt. I don't like adding onion to my guacamole, but if you do, you can add a bit of onion as well. And the great thing about this is you can make it up the day before, and if you put a squeeze of lime juice and a drizzle of olive oil over the top, it won't go brown. So I'm going to assemble the tacos now with lots of the prawn filling, lots of guacamole, and if you like sour cream, you can add a dollop of that as well. And then a bit of chili flakes as well on top, and some fresh coriander. So these are the crunchy taco shells that I bought, and I'm going to fill them with this incredible prawn filling. I like quite a lot of the filling in my tacos, and lots of guacamole as well. So that's perfect. And then lots of guacamole. And then I like to sprinkle over some fresh coriander and some chili flakes for an extra spicy kick. Perfect. So look at that. You've got all the juicy prawns, lots of guacamole, and I'm just gonna get some chili flakes and fresh coriander. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you try the recipe and what you think. And please subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Thanks for watching.